Hey everybody, good morning and welcome back. I've got our camper loaded up and we're actually getting ready to head up to Hudson, Iowa. I got the family with me, I got our dogs with me, and I got a 1977 truck that I'm gonna run up and drop off at our friend Blake Stoner's shop, Stoner Speed Shop. You guys are probably familiar with him if you're in the truck world. He's built some really cool stuff, and we're on the way up there to drop off that truck. And we're actually gonna pick up Tim's two-tone 1984 C10 that we've been building for a few years. This is that truck that's got the bright red 1,000 horsepower Don Hardy motor in it. Joel at Boss Custom Interiors is all done with the interior, and it's at Blake's shop. So we're gonna drop this off, pick up that truck, hang out with Blake tonight, stay the night at his shop, and then we're gonna, on our way back, run through and see our friends at Tinworks. Taylor's building a truck for himself in their shop, and we've got one of our pedal assemblies we're gonna drop off, one of our chassis plumbing kits. So while I'm there, I'm probably gonna help install the plumbing kit a little bit. So we'll show you guys around both Blake's shop, we'll show you around the interior of Tim's truck, and we're gonna show you around Taylor's shop. So anyways, ride along with us. This will be a fun weekend. All right, we made it. 7 hours, no issues at all, and we're here in Hudson. So I'm gonna get with Blake real quick, and we're gonna unload his junky truck out of here and load up Tim's truck. And while we're at it, I'm gonna show you guys all around his shop. You guys are really gonna enjoy it. Can you smell it yet? Truck. This rocker and cab corner are good. So this one's definitely the PA. That's the old-timey like police siren. Mm-hmm.
I've been there. Depends how late it is.
How many drinks? Is it recording right now?
Yeah, I did.
Is this thing on?
It's fine.
It's this one. I'm ahead of you. I seen.
Are you ready?
Cause I'm not a drink
recording?
changer
Are you ready?
either.
Okay guys, we're finally at the point where I've nailed down Blake. He's gonna talk a little bit about Stoner Speed Shop, where we're at, like how old
This headache.
building is.
Yeah, not very old.
Yeah. So I started following you in the beginning of Instagram, probably like 2012 to 15 is like, when did you build this? 18?
19.
19?
It's the COVID building.
All right. So I don't know. You guys may have followed Blake back in the day. I hope you did. But like, that's when I got pumped about following you.
We were over there.
That little bitty building over there.
Yep.
So when did you start in that building?
We started in there in 2014.
Okay, so it was 14
Yep.
to 18.
14 to 18, 19, because I would move stuff back and forth and work over there and work over here, and it's real hard to transition when you don't have anything set up, obviously.
So at what point, like what year did you start taking vehicles to SEMA? Did you get right in there in the first couple of years?
I think in 15, wasn't it?
15?
Yeah, 15.
Okay.
We took that black GMC.
Yep.
And then 16, 17, 18, 19. In a couple years we took 2. But yeah, SEMA was fun. And then we did a bunch of SEMA vehicles over there till 19. Yeah, because the 19 we took 1.
Yep.
And that was at the other shop. And then after that was over here.
Well, I don't know like whatever made me like start following you, but like whenever I did, I remember like gaining respect real quick because like these dudes you guys were like working really hard, and like I really respect that. Like there's a whole bunch of shops that They do their thing, right? But like, I really respect the dudes that like.
We were
Frank.
quick building stuff.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Like there was like Instagram stuff where like it was in the middle of the night. Like you guys were working in the middle of the night. Like
Early
that
mornings,
was
late
not-
nights.
There
Yeah.
was not a big shop. Plasma table was in there. Like
Yep.
low ceilings, and you guys were building like SEMA quality vehicles.
Dirty in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fast forward to now, and now you guys got a new shop.
19. I think we moved in here in July of 19 or July of 20. It was somewhere in there. Yeah. And then took on a bunch more stuff.
There's more, but it's all the same vibe. Like you guys still seem to be building the same type of trucks.
Yep.
Like, would you say that like what years like your 47?
We always did 47 to 54,
Okay.
and then 55 to 9 was a big
55
one
to
too.
9 is what I really know you guys as.
Yeah. Yep. And we've done a bunch of those, and there's a couple on the other side over here. But yeah, we haven't done a 47 to 54 over here. I don't think.
Yeah.
In here, have we? I don't
Yeah.
think so.
And then I probably met you actually in person at LS Fest or something for the first time.
Was that with the Burb?
Yep. Because I wanted to see Joel's work.
Okay.
Like I wanted to see the Suburban, don't get me wrong. But like I wanted to see what Joel's upholstery work was like, and that was in that.
Better in real life.
Oh, it was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I got to get in touch with this guy.
Yep.
Yep. And then I think we hung out at in what year? Sean?
That was 19
19
with the fire truck, wasn't
19.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
19.
Yeah.
Yep. So you may be able to stitch some photos in here, but like the fire truck was killer. Step side,
Yep.
4-wheel drive fire truck that you guys put a spec slam.
Yep. Spec slammed LT4.
Yep. LT4.
Yep. Yeah, that was a cool one.
That thing was sick. This is the first time I ever hung out with these guys. They were drinking margaritas outside of SEMA. Did you sneak all those in?
No,
Like,
we
in,
were
like,
drinking
cherry?
vodka lemonades.
Okay,
Because there
vodka.
was a lemonade stand behind us, and then we snuck in bottles of vodka.
Oh, okay.
And River City had a camper, and
No, me and Terry were doing margaritas.
you guys were?
I had a margarita.
You guys were
They
margarita?
had that stupid little stand right inside the door. This is pre-COVID, so you didn't have the line. You could just walk in and out through all the doors.
I had a vodka.
I was drinking vodka lemonade.
I had margaritas. Me and Dylan had margaritas. I think that was like the time that I hung out with Blake that I was like, this is my people. Like I get along with Blake. Like we text a bunch after that.
Yep.
Remember, that was like that winter. Like I text you a bunch about welders and stuff, and like we kind of have gotten closer and closer. Like,
Tried to get you to move up here, but
Yeah,
he doesn't
that's-
like the cold.
yeah, it's cold right now.
That's not bad.
What is it, 59, 72?
68 in here, though.
It's chilly.
One off 69. No, that we thrash all months before SEMA, and then when we get to SEMA, we just party.
Yeah, you're finally like,
Yeah, once it's
Okay.
in, dealt with, then we party. And usually the customer comes, and
yeah.
that's a riot to us, to me,
absolutely.
anyways.
Yeah.
Once it's done, dealt
So the
with.
customer you built the fire truck for, you've built other stuff for him too?
Yep.
That's what I thought.
Yep, we did a 60 caddy for him.
Yeah, the carry-on.
Carry-all, he bought the green carry-all that we took in 17.
Yeah.
That was in SEMA in 17. And then we did, there's a Chevelle in the back for him, the Bronco outsides for him.
Yeah.
He's an awesome customer. That's fun. That's
Yeah.
fun building.
Yeah. Well, I think I like so much that you guys are just like me. Like, I want to do everything. You guys are very similar. Like, you can do everything. And Joel's just down the street, which I'm a little jealous of.
That is nice. That is
Yeah,
nice.
like everything can get done here, and I love that.
Yep. Joel, a lot of time will come in and do carpet and stuff here, and we fit everything, and then he'll take it back and wrap it.
Yeah.
So, no, it works out well.
Yeah.
He's doing carpet on this one, and obviously here's his table. That's his table. That's Joel's table. So.
Yep. Yeah, well, I shot a bunch of B-roll, and Sean will like put this in there for you guys to see. But this is a pretty interesting shop. It's big. How many square footage? There's got to be 6,000 in here.
Yeah,
6,800?
6,800 maybe.
Yeah, yeah. So the shop that we're standing in now is the dirty shop.
Clean.
Sorry, clean shop.
Yeah,
I had it
it's
backwards.
dirty.
Yeah,
It's dirty
that's the
though.
fab shop. All the fab happens over there. That's the dirty shop. Now you guys can kind of like block this off too if you choose, right? If you want to
Yeah.
make this like a wash bay detail.
Well, we
set.
do. Well, there's this curtain right there.
Oh
so,
yeah. So there's a curtain here. This can become a wash bay or completely block off from the hallway, so to speak.
Yeah, of the
All
dirty.
over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that can be a clean area that they do stuff, detail, wash, whatever. And then there's assembly section, wiring some stuff over here sometimes too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the 4-post over there is where a lot of wiring and stuff gets done. And
Yeah. Yeah.
it's weird how much stuff we build in here, honestly, like assemble.
So
I like
that
the low
happens-
ceilings.
That happens in our shop too, where I'm like, this is the fab shop, but I'm putting this together. You're like,
Yes.
that's the clean shop, but we're doing it here.
Yes,
So
but
same.
it's kind of dirty over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And we do so much stuff in the wash bay. I don't know why.
Honestly, it's probably just wherever you can get space.
It
You got a lot
is,
going
yes.
on and things change. But a lot of you guys will probably like the fact that you live upstairs.
Yeah.
Some people, that's a big dream. Like sometimes it's amazing. I'm sure sometimes it's not. So we live on our property too. I love it 99% of the time. There's a few times where I'm like, God, I don't want to be right here.
I like it all the time. I'm pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
My girlfriend, maybe not so much, but.
So I don't know if we'll get a chance to show you guys, but he has a killer house, so to speak, upstairs. It's really cool. There's a full bar, some neon. It's a vibe. But anyways, I want to just take a second to like interview Blake. He's a good friend of mine. He's a person that I really enjoy being around. And his shop I love, and I thought you guys would like it too. So hopefully you enjoy this a little bit of a tour and interview. Thanks a lot. All right, guys, we've traveled about 2 hours east from Hudson to DeWitt, Iowa, and we're at our friend Taylor's shop, Tinworks. You guys have probably heard of them, but we came by to drop off our pedal assembly and some of our plumbing kits. So while we're here, let's kind of take a look around and see the inside of their shop and maybe talk to Taylor about what kind of got him into this business and kind of give you guys a better idea of what it is they do here on a day-to-day basis. All right, we're here.
We're here.
Yeah,
This
so you
is
want
my
to...
shop.
Uh-huh.
So this is our office area, kind of reception.
Mhm.
We don't have a receptionist.
Yeah.
But it's a nice kind of entrance space.
Mm-hmm.
So when we moved in, like I was telling you, there's nothing in here. So we had all these offices built out. We had a full break room and kitchen for our guys. In our last shop, we were very confined on space. So at our last shop, the office was the break room, the shipping room,
Yeah.
the bathroom, everything. So when we moved into the shop, we wanted to make sure that it was all had its own little areas.
Mm-hmm.
Then just like a little lounge area, hang out when we have the kids here. Have a space to kind of be.
Yep. Yeah, similar to our shop. Our kids have to be able to come home from school and do
Yeah.
homework and
Yep.
watch TV and stuff.
Yeah, it's nice when they're sick or don't have school, they can come in here. This is our shipping room. So in here we try to stock as many products as we can. We typically keep about 1,000 boxes on the shelves, especially during like a sale. But everything we do here, we cut in large batches and we pre-package it. So when it gets bought, all my wife does, Ashley, who ships everything out of here, she'll just print a shipping label and then
Grab it.
put it out there and wait for FedEx to come. So FedEx comes every day here. So this is a nice space for us. Again, we didn't have this at our last shop.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
So we're kind of going backwards. This would be like the last process of the shop, but this area we kind of just stage things. They'll sit on pallets and the racks, getting ready to be prepackaged. So all of our product leaves out the back door. My wife will package everything, set it back here.
Yep.
FedEx comes every day, same time. But this is kind of a pre-staging area. Also, just extra junk. It's nice to have shelving for all that. So this would be the back of our shop. And then our welders would bring everything back here to be prepackaged. So these are our weld booths. So these guys will take preformed material and then they will tap them, weld them, clean them, stack them on a pallet, and then take them back to the shipping room where she can package everything.
Now, so do you guys have CNC press brake too? So you press brake everything here too? So you plasma, you press brake, you weld, outsource powder, I guess, or you don't do any powder, huh?
We don't do powder. We tried it years ago and people stopped buying the products that we powdered. And so like if we had a set of notches, we raised the price $11, I think it was, to have them powder coated. But you couldn't do that if you were gonna buy a set of notches and take them.
No, it's much cheaper.
Yeah.
$11 is nothing.
And I think that people stop buying them. And this is just a theory, but they look like everyone else's notches at that point.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know like the quality. Like after we get done welding, we spend a lot of time like just on surface finish.
Yeah.
And these aren't oiled or anything, but
Yeah.
I mean, you can kind of see the quality in the weld.
Yeah.
The welds here, but once you powder coat them, they look like just like everybody else's.
Yep. Yep. And I've actually had a lot of comments from people say, like, those boys can weld, you know, stuff like that. Yeah. Even had a guy ask me if I thought that he could clear powder coat his parts, because he was so proud of them.
Yeah. A lot of people will clear powder coat them. I wish we could powder coat them. It would be easier for us, but and it'd be easier for our customers too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, if they don't like it, they don't like it. So.
Yeah. Sure.
So yeah, right now we've got 4 weld booths. 3 of them are occupied, so we got a little bit of room to grow. And then at the front of the shop is where all the material comes in. So we usually get a load of steel once a month, or not once a month, once a week, and it'll come through this door and we'll either stack our tubing, then it can be pulled off the wall to be cut when the job is ready, or we stack it over here, then we'll load it on the plasma table.
Okay.
And then after it gets plasma cut, he'll dry them off, stack them on a pallet, and then he'll actually clean everything. So after you plasma cut parts, you have what they call dross. So we just have a little bit of dross on there.
Yep.
So he takes a wire wheel, he goes around the entire part to clean that off. And after he wire wheels it, we run it through this machine. And this machine is just a big drum sander.
Yep. Yep.
So we spent a lot of time on just surface prep.
Yep.
Because at the end product looks better when it has a uniform finish. So these parts have been wire wheels and easy sanded, and so now they have a nice uniform finish. And at that point, he'll take them to the CNC press brake and bend them up.
All right, this is the fab shop. Let's move on to why I'm here. I like the yellow lights.
I do too.
I like it a lot.
I think it makes it look pretty strucky.
It does.
Sounds dumb.
No, it does. And Little Shop included brake hoses. And Little Shop's brake hoses have the OE end on them. So we want to make sure that if someone already had a caliper hose, it would be compatible with our plumbing.
Different brands, different stuff.
That's right. Well, we made it back from Iowa, and our trip was busy as usual, so I didn't really get a good opportunity to show you guys around Tim's truck, so I'm going to kind of do that right now. The beginning of this video was us making the trip to Iowa, and now that we're back, I'm going to kind of go ahead and show you all around Tim's truck, show you the upholstery, and then I'm going to finish up a shop update video because you guys have been asking questions about some of the projects that we've had in the shop, so we'll kind of update you on the progress and what's new. So anyways, this is Tim's truck. You guys have seen it in the past when it's here. This is the one that was Subaru charcoal and Harley Davidson tan. This is the one with the red Don Hardy 1,000 horsepower LSA 416. And it's been at Joel Maddox's place, which is Boss Custom Interiors up in Iowa. He's my dude. I love using him. He has a style that is really, it pairs well with what we do. And I'm really happy with everything he's ever done for us. So let's just start out with the seats on this one. These are buddy buckets that we bought from Mike Losh at Slosh Tubs. And Joel took the foam that we bought from LMC and reshaped the foam for the seats. Now, he completely custom made the foam for the console. We don't use the foam that comes on those buddy buckets because we don't really use them as a buddy bucket. We mainly just use them as a console. So this is pretty much just a console top. This leather is leather that I picked that's very, very, very close to the tan that's on the outside of the truck. So that's why the colors are what they are. So this is a very light tan. He went ahead and put charcoal stitch and red stitch in the seat just to kind of subtly highlight the other colors that are in play on this truck. It's German square weave as always. But I think this one's called black, but it has a lot of, I don't know, gray heathering to it. So it makes it look a little more charcoal to me. Now, Joel always goes above and beyond and makes everything. So he made the floor mats. from scratch. You guys can see that they perfectly fit. The German square weave is done like I like it to be done, which is joined at its edges and then kind of made into independent panels. So it all fits together really nice. We've got a billet blazer cup holder, so you can also put your phone in the middle. And then we've got an Apple CarPlay cord just on the other side of that. This is a Stark billet steering wheel that he upholstered in black leather, just very subtle, very OE-ish look to the steering wheel. The door panels and all of the interior plastic trims are all just LMC parts. So just the normal out of the catalog stuff, same with the visors. But he went ahead and rewrapped the headliner, and then all these plastics that we got from LMC, he went ahead and wrapped these all in like this really neat textured fabric. So it kind of softens up the interior, makes it look a little more finished. He did them all on the A-pillar side as well. And then the doors, these are usually just a brushed aluminum or brushed stainless part that goes up there. He wrapped this in the same leather that he had perforated for the seats. And then went ahead and used some of the red paint to kind of match the pinstriping on the truck as well. So that's a subtle little detail. I don't like to get much crazier than that. And then he went ahead and finished out the doors by adding a lower door panel, and these are all made by him, 3D printed plastic, body vent grills, same in German square weave, and then this is some polished aluminum trim from a first gen Camaro that he used. So again, just really subtle, but really well done. One thing that I have had question about that is unique to this truck, and it's really just because of preference, this is an 84 truck, but I put a 79 dash in it. And really that's just because I wanted to do it this way. I just like it. I like this dash better. So we were able to use a more plain vintage column without all the multi-function switches, able to put the wiper switch on the dash and dimmer on the floor. And then, like I said, I just like the style of this dash better. So that's why we did that. So anyways, we're gonna get this one all cleaned up. And one really exciting bit of information is we're actually taking this truck to SEMA. This is gonna be in the Hot Rod Industry Association booth at SEMA. I think that booth is now where Toyo Tread Pass used to be. So if you guys have ever been out back in that tent, that's where this is gonna be. And it's also gonna be at the HRIA banquet on Wednesday night. So if you guys are gonna be at SEMA and you wanna go to the banquet, you can go to that, and you can also see Sim's truck at the dinner as well. So really excited about that. I've had vehicles at SEMA before, but never had a customer's vehicle picked. So I'm kind of excited about it. I haven't been super pumped about SEMA for a few years. It's just the same thing all the time. It's pretty chaotic and busy. So I am kind of reinvigorated by the fact that his truck's gonna be there. So anyways, I'm kind of in the fab shop now. Dylan's making a little bit of noise, but hopefully it won't bother you or our video. He's wrapping up some stuff on John Shaver's 60. John Shaver's 60 truck has been here forever and ever and ever, and we are finally refining and getting everything just right. I just showed you some of the other stuff on the other side, so I'm not gonna get too big into it, but this one, we're just wrapping up little things so it can go to the upholstery shop. My truck you guys have seen, we're kind of going back and forth on chassis stuff, front suspension design, drawings, theory, and so that's getting worked on. And in the meantime, I've been working on my firewall. So I haven't showed you guys much of that, but I'm actually working on the cab and on some of the firewall stuff, some of the wiring, planning, and I just got my transmission. So you guys will be seeing a really cool video come just after this video, kind of explaining what I did with my transmission for Ray. So that's also really exciting. You guys will be pumped, I think, to see what we found with the transmission that was in the truck and what I ended up having to do with that. So a little dramatic, but it is what it is. I'm happy to have something really solid now. So this chassis here is a customer of ours that we're just starting on. His name's Scott, and they've named this truck Penny. So what's really cool is Scott bought this chassis from No Limit on his own probably 2.5 years ago, and I think he's waited right at 2 years for us to get in here. But when he ordered this chassis, what his intentions of using the vehicle were for then and now have changed. So he bought a non-drop spindle stock bed floor frame, and then now, after seeing a lot of the stuff that we do and really kind of evaluating what their goals are with the truck, we're actually modifying this frame. Now, on a raised rail chassis, the front suspension section of is actually moved up by 3/4 of an inch. So if I slam this truck to the same height as all our other trucks, it will screw up the front roll center, and it'll mess up steering geometry. So I'm really pretty much just leaving it at what their coilover ride height length measurement should be, but with using a 2-inch drop spindle. So what we've calculated is a 5-inch gap between the bottom of the frame and the ground, whereas like Wesley's or some of the other trucks that you've seen that are really low are about 3 3/4, so it's a little higher. But the one thing that we did have to do is we did have to modify the frame in the back to make room for the rear end. So my buddy Jimmy at the laser shop is laser cutting me new frame rails, and I'll get this stuff welded back in later this week. The engine and transmission are over here. Oh, here's his fuel tank. So this is another one of our multi-chamber tanks with a billet lid on it. This has got the Radium Engineering FCST, so it's got twin 450s, and then I just made this fuel fill neck so that we can put one of our in-bed fuel fills up inside the bed. So this is all ready or tacked together and mocked up. But then this is his transmission and engine over here. This is an LS, so Cathedral Port style head, 383. So it's, I believe, a stock aluminum block LS2 that's now a 383. So it's forged everything. It's got PSC heads, carbon PTR intake. It's got FIC injectors, and then it's got a T56 Magnum. Same stuff that we use a lot of, tilt and release bearing, McLeod RST twin in it. So that's just kind of getting ready to put back in the truck. The cab we actually just loaded up into the enclosed trailer, and it's going to the body shop, so you guys will have to wait and see that when it gets back. But anyways, that's a short little 10-15 minute update on what's in the shop. Wesley's blue 69, it's actually getting tuned right now, so as soon as that one's tuned, we'll put some more miles on it and shake it down. And then Clay's OBS is done and at a tuner getting the final transmission calibration stuff done down in Dallas. So anyways, that's it. We've got new, bigger projects coming in this winter, and we're excited about it. So appreciate you all watching this. Oh, and one thing, there's not many left, but we have new shirts available on the website. These are the Comfort Colors Heavyweights, which are my favorite shirts to wear over and over. It's got our helmet on top, and then our patriotic kind of homage to Evel Knievel. So that's our Spirit and Speed shirt. These are on the website. Grab one if you can. And then we've also got new hats too. These are perfect in time for winter. They are like that duck fabric with gray trucker hat, kind of a medium deep flat bill trucker. These are also the hats that we've had forever and ever that you guys love. And then please buy these. We're gonna mark these down on the website. Nobody buys a corduroy hat, so we're gonna have to mark these down. I got like 140 of these hats, so please buy these. Thanks a lot, everybody. We'll see you on the next one.